The Midnight Market. In the heart of a bustling city, hidden between narrow alleys and forgotten streets, there was a mysterious place that only appeared at midnight, a market unlike any other. The Midnight Market was said to sell things beyond imagination, forgotten memories, pieces of time, lost dreams, and even souls. But the market was invisible to those who didn't believe in magic, and the cost of each item was a price no one could predict. One evening, a young man named Kian overheard a group of old men talking about the Midnight Market. Intrigued by their strange conversation, he followed them, determined to find this place of wonder. As the clock struck midnight, the alley he walked through transformed. Where once there were dark, empty streets, now stood colorful tents and stalls that glowed under a sky filled with stars. Kian wandered through the market, amazed at the sights around him. A woman offered jars filled with bottled stardust. A man sold time in the form of golden hourglasses, each grain of sand representing a moment someone could relive. But what caught Kian's eye was a simple booth at the far end of the market, where an old merchant sat quietly, surrounded by strange, glowing orbs. Curious, Kian approached the booth. "What do you sell?" he asked. The old merchant smiled and replied, "I sell second chances. Each of these orbs contains a moment in time you can return to, a choice you can change. But be warned, the future you create from it will not be the same as the one you left behind." Kian's heart raced. There was one moment in his life he had always regretted, the day he lost his childhood love, Soraya. She had left without a word, and he had never been able to tell her how he truly felt. Now, he had the chance to go back and fix that mistake. "I want one," Kian said, pointing to the glowing orbs. The merchant nodded. "The price is your current happiness. You can have your second chance, but everything you've built in your life now, your friends, your memories, your joys, will be gone." Kian hesitated, torn between his past and his present. But the thought of finally being with Soraya overwhelmed him. He paid the price and took the orb. As soon as he touched it, the market vanished, and Kian found himself standing in the past, on the very day Soraya had left. This time, he didn't hesitate. He ran to her, confessing his love and asking her to stay. Soraya smiled, and for a moment, everything seemed perfect. But as the days passed, Kian realized that things were not as they should be. The world around him felt off. His friends didn't recognize him, and the life he had once lived was now just a distant memory. The more he tried to hold on to Soraya, the more the world around him crumbled, like a dream slipping away. He had altered time, but in doing so, he had lost everything that made him who he was. One night, he returned to the alley where the Midnight Market had appeared, hoping to find the merchant and undo his choice. But the market never showed itself to him again. Kian was left wandering the city, a man caught between two lives, with no way to return to either.